Good morning, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing a video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know. And I want to talk about Venezuela, the country that the U.S. invaded a few months back. If you recall the story, there was a short little soundbite about it in the media that I saw, and then nothing, right? Nothing. Nobody's asking, nobody's telling. A world superpower invaded a foreign country, swooped on it, with no probable cause, no congressional approval, no international approval. And I also want to mention a couple of other things. We do hear occasionally some stories about the strife and ongoing conflict in the Middle East and in other countries around the world, and we hear that things are escalating sometimes. And the pattern that I'm picking up here is that we get the bare minimum of news, and I think all these things are connected. What if all of these battles and skirmishes, and now the U.S. has invaded Iran and assassinated its president? What if some of this fighting is in direct response to these actions by the U.S. and you're just not being told about it? My concern is that people aren't asking, and you should be very worried about what they're not telling you. The fact that there is no dialogue going on, no consensus, no petition of the people as to their will. What would you like us to do as a government, as a military, as a country? Do you want us to to swoop in and assassinate the president of sovereign nations? Because that's the kind of thing that starts World War III. And if you're hearing about conflicts getting ramped up, you're not hearing any connections with these actions, are you? And I don't think it's far-fetched to think that maybe there's a connection. At the very least, why aren't you being told more information? Or maybe you're getting your information from a different source than I am. I'm just seeing the general stuff that comes through the internet and on the random television I happen to see, but there is nothing about Venezuela. And a world superpower literally annexed a sovereign foreign country, which is a big red flag, historically speaking. If you've taken history classes, what usually follows after any country begins appropriating other countries? This does not happen very often, and it doesn't happen lightly. And the fact that nobody's asking about it, well, either you're you're on the take, or you're just too dumb to function. I don't know what to say, and I don't want to be rude, but I'm asking, and I'm not getting any answers. I think that this is a big deal. I think that the U.S. has a pattern now with Venezuela and invading Iran, assassinating Khamenei or whatever his name was. I don't know. Ayatollah or whoever the president of Iran was. They assassinated him, and now they are trying to occupy the country. And I guess there's military conflict on a scale that they cannot suppress the media from noticing. So we're getting sporadic reports, but nothing conclusive, nothing that connects it with Venezuela or the other actions going on by the U.S. So I'm thinking that there's a bigger plan, because now we've annexed two countries and we're still not hearing anything about it as the people. I'll speak for myself. I'm getting zero news about it. I haven't heard a peep about Venezuela in 3 months, apart from the original soundbite. So here's your problem, folks. You're being used as a farm to generate revenue to finance a military that has no oversight, no congressional dependency, and now it doesn't even represent you as a person. It does not represent you as a citizen, and you're paying for that. So maybe you should worry about where your money's going. If you don't care about what the U.S. is doing, if you think it's fine that we just walk around the planet kicking people's ass for no reason because we feel like it, okay, but you're paying for it. You should at least know what's going on and maybe have a say in the matter. That's what I'm thinking. Reach out if you like with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.